Welcome back to Speedmaster Tuesdays, where we look at another Speedmaster variant every week. We started with the original 1957 321 Speedmaster and moved on to these very limited editions out of Japan in the 90s, and then on to the 1996 variant of the Schumacher Racing, and then even unboxed my own 1861 on the channel. But today, we're going to talk about one of these guys' personal watches that was just auctioned off this last month in the US for an astounding price. And if you've been watching the watch news and the watch blogs, you probably know which one I'm talking about. What's going on, guys? Thanks for stopping by once again. And yes, we are going to be looking at the watch just recently auctioned off, owned by Commander Michael Collins here, front and center, flanked to the left by Buzz Aldrin and to the right by Neil Armstrong. These three men made up the Apollo 11 moon mission, the rocket command staff that made a trip to the lunar surface. You can see the lunar surface here, taken by Michael Collins personally while he was in the command module. You see the lunar lander just in the foreground with Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong in it. You see the Earth cresting over the lunar surface as day breaks. Michael Collins, a Mega Speedmaster, sold for $765,000 just recently at an auction at Heritage Auctions here in the U.S. Michael Collins was the one who piloted the Apollo 11 command module that carried Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin to the moon, as we already mentioned. Following that successful landing in November 1969, Omega gifted the first 30 pieces of 1,014 commemorative gold Speedmasters to VIPs, including Armstrong, Aldrin, and Collins. Now, you notice there that I say 1,014. The article says 1,000. That's because it's incorrect. Michael Collins got number 19. Buzz Aldrin got 21. And Neil Armstrong got 17. The first 30 of these watches were numbered. Post 30, they were not numbered. But like I said, there were 1,014. You can see Michael Collins here working with some of the support staff of the moon missions, wearing the iconic Omega Speedmaster. And this is not the only Omega Speedmaster owned by Michael Collins to be auctioned off, but it does have a special history in that it is one of the very limited, very early, and very numbered editions. Again, this one number 19, as you can see on the bottom there, with astronaut Michael Collins stamped into the case back on the top, Gemini and Apollo missions stamped on the bottom. Just a beautiful piece in solid 18 karat yellow gold with an 18 karat yellow gold dial, black varnish hands, and black onyx indices, and this inscription to mark man's conquest to space with time, through time, and on time. Just absolutely fantastic. This is a 1969 model in 18 karat gold with a reference of BA 145.0220. And again, there were 1,014 examples in total, with a few hundred examples making it to the public, many going to NASA staff and a few going to Omega and Swiss watch industry executives. This would be the 861 movement that resides within this solid gold outer case. It's a 17 jewel manual wind movement with a copper finish and a inner gold dust cap cover. And with the piece, you get a handwritten message from the Michael Collins himself, commemorating the watch as his own that was in his possession ever since it was awarded to him, worn seldom, if ever, but worn on every decade, and in his belief was in perfect operating condition. So very, very cool in itself. And you may recognize this watch if you've never seen the original, but feel like you've seen this before. That's because in 2019, Omega reissued this thing with an updated movement, an updated case, and updated display case back, which is absolutely beautiful. The new one is the 3861 movement. It's still limited to 1,014 pieces as well for this reissue for the 50th anniversary of the lunar landing. And this one in moonshine gold, still has the black varnish hands, the onyx markers, the solid gold dial and case. It's just this time it's a new reference, the 310.60.42.50.99.001, and can be had for $35,000. So a lot less money than this one just went for. But let me know what you guys think about this piece. Would you love to have a gold Speedmaster in your collection? I think it looks fantastic with this burgundy bezel. Whether you have an original, whether you have a reissue, they're just an amazing piece of Speedmaster history, guys. Till next time, peace.